Collective, in this reading, we discover that it's important for you to take small steps to embrace this magical moment and to learn to read between the lines. Let's rewind this reading and see how it all unfolds. We'll start this reading off today with Miyamoto Musashi. We'll find out a quote from him, and then what we'll do is we'll stick that with my gong. And then we'll look at his meaning of that quote at the end of the reading to see how it all ties in together. And Musashi said, "Perception is strong and sight is weak." Now that's pretty cool. So we'll leave that with Jon Snow and my gong, let them meditate on that one whilst we go into the reading, find out a little more. So let's illuminate the pathway, please, spirit guides. Let's find out what's going on for the collective today. The first card out is that we have the Celestial Gate, which speaks of opportunities and new horizons. And that is followed by the Eclipse, creative writing and expression. We've got the Ancient Tree, growth, strength, and a connection to nature. And then we have solutions, unlocking potential, and intuition with the Moonlit Path. I've never had that card out before, I don't think. Intuition and the unconscious mind. Very snazzy. Let's find out what spirit animal is wanting to work with you. We have the Black Bear, a guardian. Somebody who's gentle and wise, a gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So we have a guardian. Collective. I think that leads me to go into Archangel Michael. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go and let's see. Oh, embrace this magical moment. You are imperfect. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Ooh. Quite a little reading going off here, guys, aren't we? Mystic Forest, please. Let's open this up some more. Trust in your feelings. You're one of a kind. Simplify life. Spirit is asking you to trust in your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your own story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. Because you're one of a kind. From the moment you emerged into this world, you've had extraordinary talents. You understand starlight, animal voices, and all of the things that are magical. that you're also being asked to simplify your life. Life is meant to be simple and easy. Don't let superficial energies distract you from your true essence. Simplicity and purity will lift your spirit. I have a feeling that that's connected to this perception, the perception and the sight. Spirits obviously said that it's time for you to embrace this magical moment, which I feel is connected to these opportunities and new horizons that are coming your way. Trust in your feelings. I think that here is what Spirit's saying is that maybe you should get creative with your writing, your expressions, grow strength, and your connection to nature is what makes you one of a kind. The solutions, unlocking your potential, is simplify your life. And obviously, we've got to butter it all up. You've got your own intuition and your unconscious mind. But I feel like your guardian is asking you to ask them to help you awaken your intuition, to guide you. Maybe you're not quite seeing it fully, seeing the full picture. Your guardian can only do so much for you, collective. You need to give them permission to let them in, to let them do what you need them to do. Magical spirit, please. Can we get a little bit of advice from you to go on top of the, maybe you enlighten us about this intuition. Yeah, that's awesome. So what Spirit's saying here is it's time for you to call your energy back to you. Your energy, your power, your aura has been depleted, and it could be that it's being depleted by others, collective. So there should be here that you might need to do some shadow work. When I say shadow work, I mean kind of like calling your power back to you from all people, places, and things, and that no longer serves you or your highest good, and then giving back that power that is no longer yours to carry. So if you just, as you meditate, use that as a mantra, somewhere along them lines. There's plenty of calling your power back rituals that you can do. There's all kinds of ones where you can put it in a jar. So long as you're doing it in a nice way, you're not going to go wrong. Oh, it's cold. It's cold today. I think we will stick these here. Yeah, we're trailblazing. We're going to end up trailblazing. Very innovative, fearless, very disciplined. You're a trailblazer. So let's find out with these awesome brand new cards I've got, collective, from the Game of Thrones series. Absolutely love them. Really, really beautiful. Got to thank my dad for making this happen. Absolutely love these cards. But we're going to get these out. We're going to see what they are. This is like the energy, frequency, and vibration. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the Lightseers deck and maybe get some advice and guidance on an action for you to take that will help you through this a little bit more if we can. All right, so we have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. What else, please, Spirit? Who did we get here? The Wheel of Fortune and the Magician came out together. Ooh, it's destiny, isn't it? Like manifested. You know what I mean? Which is all about, the magician manifests. He has all the tools and able to. I mean, he's not the greatest person in the Game of Thrones. Let's be honest. Your Littlefinger was a bit of a devious. He was a bit devious, weren't he? But he knew how to manifest an outcome out of a dangerous situation. He was very, very good at that. So the energy here is that there is a visitor from your past that could potentially be coming in towards you. It's like an individual's going to come back into your life, maybe potentially offering you friendship and or affection, while helping you appreciate both the past and the present. Equally, with the Six of Cups, you may find that your past learning and experiences feeds a new creative idea, as it's kind of with the opportunities and new horizons and creativity. That is what I'm really thinking. There is this nostalgia, reunion, harmony, something to do with your childhood potentially then that is going to help you feed a new creative idea or project. The frequency is the Eight of Cups, which represents change. Change as you turn away from an established relationship, friendship, or a job, or potentially another commitment. This may be a difficult decision, but intuitively you know it's right. And for this reason, you move on when you see the signs rather than wait for its ending. And you may be then being called to, with your intuition and the guardian asking you to get in touch with your intuition. You might find it easier to do so by growing in strength, by connecting to nature. Remember, Spirit has already said that you are kind of one of a kind already. From the moment you emerged into this world, you had extraordinary talents. You understood starlight, animal voices. These are where you get your signs from. Could be that you're dealing with an Aries, maybe somebody born on a Saturday. But I think this is you trailblazing, being innovative, and fearless, and very disciplined, and potentially able to set boundaries. Something I think that you're going to have to do, especially in order for you to get your energy and your aura back. There's a magical moment coming your way, collective. So interestingly, collective, we had the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician come out together. And the way I see this is that everything's about to improve, especially when the wheel arrives in any reading. It could have to deal with finances, work, home life, your career, relationships even. You also benefit from maybe a chance meeting or reconnecting with people who live away from you. Opportunities for success come your way with the Wheel of Fortune. This card does, however, invite you to manifest your wishes through affirmations and action, which is definitely something you need to do with calling back your energy, your power, your aura, which is a bit depleted. And to broaden your knowledge with your guardian, so it's a time for you to broaden your knowledge. Now, with the Magician coming out, and like I said, this is it's a little bit naughty, this one, because I've never really liked the idea of Littlefinger being the magician, because he was one that could, like we said, manipulate others to his will. But what he does do is he wears rings on both little fingers, signifying Mercury, the planet of communication. But what it does mean, especially as it's out in the upright position, is that action, ideas, and energy are abound. It's time for inventiveness, expansive thinking, and new directions. So this card's come up to show you that new work, relationships, business startups, and other successful creative ventures need to be started. I'm going to get some clarifiers about this, about the life situation here, and then we'll get. Then I'll go and dig out my Light Seers deck. Please, Spirit, can we get a clarifier for this reading, please? Small steps. The small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. That's interesting. We got anything else? You want to say anything else, Spirit? Heart's desire. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. That could be very much a very big clue into what, you know, as an action for you to take here. But we're going to get the Light Seers cards out and find out what needs to be said. And I've just split my cards, and the Six of Cups was on the bottom of that, and then the Light Seers, well, sorry, in the middle of that, and in the Light Seers, that kind of means like the past, healing the inner child. So there's definitely something around your past, viewer. What else, please, Spirit guys? An action. This is an advice and guidance, and an action to take. And we have the Ten of Swords, the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. So basically here, what this is saying is that what's done is done. It's time to move on. Whatever the situation is that you've gone through, whatever it is that's brought you grief, whatever has made you feel stabbed in the back, and we could go to town on the Game of Thrones here. You got to think about what happened to Sansa Stark and to Jon Snow, the way that they were let down, beaten up. Sansa had gone through a very terrible thing in her, well, actually trusting Littlefinger, which didn't turn out well for him in the end, really, did it? Let's be honest. But, you know, the King of Swords here, he kind of like, having walked away, he then becomes quite a logical thinker. He's very wise. He's got the wise owl here. He listens to he listens to the animals, the crows, and he's very watchful. He can see the danger. That to me is, you know, a very big dark bat, you know, something that he's just watching in the distance, but he's doing so at rest. He doesn't need to do much. But here's the Wheel of Fortune, and what I like about this is there's a big wheel in the middle of this card as well. So with the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, what you will manifest by listening to your spirit guides, listening to your own intuition, taking these small steps, small victories, calling back the power, being disciplined like the King of Swords, trailblazing like the Ten of Swords, because this girl, she's looking out on the horizon. She's now fearless because she's had all the swords in her back. She's fearless. It means nothing to her now. No one can touch her. No one can harm her. She's been through so much. The next stage is that you then go through the page, the knight, the queen to get to the King of Swords. There's those little extra steps, but eventually you get there and you end up with the Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance. That's your Wheel of Fortune. That's you as the Magician. So you have got a very bright future, I see here, collective. I don't think that there's very much for you to worry about. I think there's a lot that's coming in for you, but you are going to have to make a choice. You are going to have to listen to your heart's desires, see yourself for who you are. You are one of a kind. You are going to have to walk away. You're going to have to make that choice. But by listening to your intuition, listening to the signs, because they are what's going to tell you what's what. Let's see what Musashi said. And Musashi said, perception is strong and sight is weak. But what does he actually mean by this? He simply means read between the lines. Simply having eyes and ears does not guarantee that you can see and hear. Perceptive people can see more than others, just as a good listener can absorb more from a conversation than those simply waiting for another turn to speak. Developing your perception will help you read between the lines, work out other people's motivations, and discern what's really going on around you. And that, for me, that means, that's very much like where it comes with the intuition side of things. Like, you, to use your intuition, not only do you listen to what your eyes and your ears are telling you, you listen to what your gut says, you listen to your heart, you listen to your body. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. That's where you're able to use your own discernment, see a new perspective, very much like the magician as well. This was what allowed him to become very manipulative of people as well. The old little Mr. Littlefinger, Mr. Baelish. He was so good at manipulating people because he was capable of seeing a different perspective. Not saying that that's the right path to go down. Definitely don't do that. Don't go manipulating other people, because that just is not, it's not a good energy to be in. But there's no reason why you can't manifest things by seeing things and putting the right people in the right positions and getting them to do the right things for you, but in a very, in a good sense, a good manner. Well, collective, that's it for today. I do apologise for not being up on air for the last little bit. I've had a tough decision that I had to make in my own personal life, and it really did impact me in a way that I didn't expect. And yeah, it kind of drained me a little bit, if I'm honest. I've had to call my power back, my aura back, and it's been crazy. It's been a crazy Christmas. And let's hope that this new year it becomes a better one than what we've most of us, majority of us, have had to go through in the last one. Yeah, tough decisions to make. It impacted me in such a way that I just couldn't bring myself to reading tarot for anybody. I didn't feel right. Still feeling a little off, if I'm honest with you. Maybe you can sense that in the way that I read. I'm not just not. I don't know. I just feel a little unsure sometimes. But it's an exercise. It's an exercise to come back and hopefully bounce back and become a little better. But I've also decided to start showing my face on YouTube as well, which was a bit weird. And I think that hopefully you guys will appreciate it more. I think that you maybe want to be able to connect a little bit more, and not only that, but my focus was always in showing you the cards, and I think that that's a very important key for me as well, which is why you'll see this face hopefully up on the background there, a little higher up. I won't keep it up on all the time, but mainly just for the intro, outro, and maybe for some important parts in between, just so that you get to know that this is real. It's not somebody who's been trying to fake it until they make it kind of deal. That said, I do ask that if you like my energy, please drop a like. Why not comment if you resonate with this reading? If you've not subscribed already, please subscribe. Join the community. That's the main thing here. It's something that the way that YouTube is going is it's all about, it's going to turn into like communities so that we can all help and support one another. I know that I'm hoping that, something out of this that I might actually, when I'm doing my editing of this video, that I might pick up and go, oh, actually, that kind of helps me out a little bit on moving forward. with in you never know. You never know. I'm hoping it's not. I hope it's actually for you, and I do appreciate you guys being here and making it this far. If you've made it maybe 40 minutes in, and if you have, please consider visiting the link on screen to buy me a coffee, as that will help me to produce more content. Like I do, I put a lot of effort into the post editing phase to make sure that the sounds quality is up there, so that YouTube doesn't. Well, I'd rather them kind of knock it down a little bit rather than because they can't bump it up, and then that means you haven't got to go from turn your volume up and turn your volume down and so forth. So there's all that. There's a lot of advice. I've taken the last month. I've done a lot of studying on editing, and I've actually had a lot of fun creating my own little lower thirds and things that you've just seen then. And it'd be fantastic if you could donate, because then I would be able to do a lot more and invest that money into better equipment, because I'm using a laptop camera at the moment and just my iPhone camera. But the best camera is the ones that you've got. I really would like to, upgrade and invest in equipment to make myself quicker and faster and put even more content out hopefully on a daily basis, because that's really what I want to do and start. It was at the beginning, it was really difficult. I was smashing like 3 Zodiacs out a day, and then I started to struggle with the editing phase, and I kind of started to feel burnt out. So I thought that, and then having to make other decisions as well. I had to pick and choose. So I'm going to stick with collective readings for a little while, and I'm pretty certain that's just a fly, but I hope so. Where would that come from? It's so cold in here. Who knows? Why not follow the link on screen now, which YouTube recommends as a next video for you, just to see if there was any more messages that are out there. And until next week, good luck, collective. Cheerio. I believe in you, and I know that you have got this.